All right, welcome back to another episode of Through the Roof, a consumer-focused podcast where we talk about all things residential metal roofing. My name is Mason Burchett. I've been in the metal roofing industry for about 10 years. I'm here with my co-host, Adam Clark.
Hey, Mason, what's up?
What's up, man?
Hey.
Hey.
It's good to see you again.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you again, too, from the last episode, which we just recorded. So, today we're going to talk about something really cool and probably one of the bigger faces of metal roofing in general, and that's standing seam products.
Yeah, standing seam metal roofing is, I think, when people think of residential metal roofing, standing seam is probably one of the first products that come to mind. Although there's an ever-expanding market and varieties of residential metal roofing, standing seam typically is the one that people think about. If you think of like coastal applications, along the beach or high wind areas.
Chip and Joanna Gaines.
Yeah, Chip and Joanna Gaines. They're typically talking about standing seam, and it's often referred to as a concealed fastener system. You essentially have a male and female side of the panels that interlock together, allowing the fasteners to be completely concealed, which is nice because you're not putting any penetrations down through the panels themselves.
Yeah, a lot of people know standing seam as the one where you don't see the screws,
Right.
Which is what that is. And it is an absolutely fantastic system, beautiful. And one of the coolest things about it is its versatility. And, it looks great on a farmhouse. It looks great on a modern architectural building. It's an extremely versatile product, which I think is why that it has such a broad appeal to so many audiences and has really earned its name as the face of metal roofing.
Well, I think the applications too go beyond just roofing now too. We see a lot of people who are using standing seam for siding, which looks really cool. It kind of has that board and batten look to it, and I think that's one of the things that I'm most excited about in this industry is this understanding that we're not limited to this box of how things used to be done with metal roofing, with metal roofing products. The versatility of the products, the versatility of steel, really in general, really gives us a lot of flexibility in how our creative minds start to think about how the products can be used. But standing seam is most traditionally used for residential metal roofing or residential roofing, at least the 1-inch tall system that we work with. There are also a lot of other commercial products, but as Mason mentioned in our opener, we are focused on residential metal roofing and homeowners that are affected by it. But so standing seam, Mason, is it's available in a lot of different options, profiles. What would you say is the most common profile that you're seeing used for residential applications?
Yeah, that would be the platform that we adopted to manufacture here at True Metal Supply. We call it DuraLock. That's just our trade name for a 1-inch tall rib, 16-inch wide standing seam metal roofing system. And this really is one of the most common standing seam metal roofing systems out there for residential use. Number one, just because it's a really practical system. It looks great. It's beautiful. It's durable. We can talk more about the durability here in a minute. The second thing is really the ease of installation. It has a really familiar ease of installation because it features what's called a nail strip or a nail flange, and it's just a flange on the underlap side of the panel that's perforated, every so many inches to allow you to easily drive a screw down in the little notch, which lets you lay these panels extremely quick. And then the next panel just overlaps onto it and locks in, hence the name DuraLock, right? So there's no mechanical seamers needed out in the field. There's not a ton of special tools that are really needed to get these panels to lock together. If you've got a screw gun and maybe a rubber mallet or just a tough hand, you can get these panels installed pretty quickly.
Yeah, and in terms of the installation, we can talk installation all day long, making sure the roof is square, make sure the panels are square to the roof. But really what we want to talk about is the ability to get this material pretty quickly.
Yeah.
You alluded earlier, we manufacture this product, and I think one of the biggest frustrations that we see in the metal roofing space is just the lead time of products and how long it takes to actually get materials in. And especially the last couple of years as supply chain has been a little bit finicky, we have the ability to create a very unique experience when it comes to lead time with the standing seam roofing systems.
Yeah, in here in the South, we see somewhat reasonable lead times on what people call ag panel or through fasten metal roofing. Most of the lead times are okay on that. And then when you start asking about standing seam, you start getting answers like, yeah, we can get that in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks. and sometimes longer.
Right.
And that's really disheartening for somebody that needs those materials quickly. And, we're excited to be able to offer a wide range of popular colors in this DuraLock standing seam system for the same lead times that you're getting with other materials. You're talking about lead times as quick as 1 or 2 days for these standing seam systems.
Yeah, I think that's the benefit that we bring to the table is, job sites might be delayed because of rain, or they might be delayed because of labor shortages. But, we hope that we can help contractors and homeowners get projects back on schedule simply by being able to provide these materials an industry leading lead time, same next day service, depending on the size of the job. We'll ask everyone to be reasonable with us. If it's, if it's 400 square of material, we're not going to make any promises.
We're going to lean on the 2 days.
Yeah, we might lean on the 2 days for that one. But Standing Seam also offers some really cool applications that many people don't think about. Obviously, it looks a certain way. You don't have the exposed fasteners, but maybe this is similar to a lot of other metal roofing systems, but Standing Seam in particular has really, really good wind uplift resistance, and we see that as being a big deal, really, in many applications. We're here in eastern Tennessee, where we see kind of tornado alley shifting east, and we're seeing some strong storms and tornadoes on a bit more of a regular schedule. So having a roofing system like Standing Seam that's designed to resist wind gusts of 180 miles per hour, that's rated by Underwriter Laboratories to have the highest wind uplift resistance rating in the industry, that's really encouraging. And I think that's something that is becoming more and more of a topic of interest for homeowners and contractors.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously one of the biggest appeals of metal roofing is its durability, and Standing Seam is certainly the face for that. Like you said, it's got the highest wind uplift rating. It has the highest impact resistance rating. It has the highest fire rating of any other roofing material on the market. You can't beat it. It's got the best ratings out there, and it's a proven system. I mean, Standing Seam metal roofing's been around for a long time, and it's proven that it's a good system. And that it'll stand the test of time. And, consumers can have a level of confidence with this product because it is tried and true.
So, Mason, if we've got a homeowner, they're interested in getting a quote on Standing Seam. I know we summarized this in our last episode, but go ahead and give everyone an idea of what that process looks like if there's this initial interest on what a Standing Seam system might cost.
Yeah, so you could go to truemetalsupply.com and click on the Standing Seam page, and down there at the bottom there's a general information form, and if you just want to get some general information, fill out that form, and right next to that there's a quote form. And click on that, enter in your address, and we can pull up your roof off an aerial image, get the measurements off of your roof, and provide you with a really accurate quote for Standing Seam on your home.
And then in terms of other values or added value outside of just the durability of the product, the warranty is really impressive with, really, again, all metal roofing systems, but Standing Seam, just because of it's really difficult to not get a Standing Seam roof in the dry and waterproof. You're not having any exposed fasteners. So we think that this is a product where the labor can be managed really, really well, and the risk of leaks or any types of water issues can be minimized. But that's only so good as the warranty that comes along with the steel and with the coating. You want to talk a little bit about what that warranty looks like?
Yeah, I mean, we're really proud of the coatings that we choose to have used on our metal roofing products. Sherwin-Williams coats our products. That's a name that everybody's familiar with. They're one of the best names in the paint game. And these aren't just, this isn't spray paint that you buy at Lowe's. This is a really high integrity powder coat like material that's baked onto these panels, and it comes with a 40-year paint warranty. And warranty is one of those weird words that everybody starts getting a little antsy about because there's a lot of junk warranties out there. We're proud of this warranty. We post it on our website as something that we're transparent about. You can look at it and read through all of the language of the warranty and what it covers. And this paint system is such a high integrity system that Sherwin-Williams offers a warranty, with us on those products, that this paint's not going to chip, it's not going to crack. It's only going to fade up to a certain point evenly, over the course of so many years. And you can you can really have a high level of confidence with the way that your roof is going to look and perform from a paint perspective over the course of those 4 decades.
And another great characteristic of the warranty is it's with True Metal Supply. If there's an issue, if you find that there's any question about the longevity of your coating, of your paint system, we're not going to ask you to call Sherwin-Williams, one of the biggest companies in the world, and, ask them to take care of it for you. You'll contact us and we'll take care of it for you. We have the appropriate contacts. We can get things taken care of pretty quickly. So I think that's another thing that's kind of associated with warranties, like, I'm going to have to chase my tail for the next 30 days before I can even get to talk to the right person.
Yep.
And you'll call us, and by the third ring, we'll pick up the phone, and you'll be talking to the right person. And we try to take some of the guesswork and some of the discomfort out of the warranty discussion.
Yeah, that's another part of our true service experience is we don't have a warranty department. We're all the warranty department. We're all the claims department. And again, it's extremely rare that any kind of claim is ever made on these paint systems, and it's usually a weird circumstance.
I will say something else about the warranty as well, and I should have touched on this earlier. So we use, for our coated coils, for our painted coils, they're all U.S. steel.
Yep.
So everything is milled here. Everything is produced here in the United States, but they're also all coated here in the United States. And the quality standards of the coating facilities in the United States is bar none. There's no one else that holds a higher standard than how things are done here domestically. And so we often talk about we're proud to have U.S. steel, we're proud to have U.S. coatings, and we're proud to manufacture in the United States. And that's something that really helps cut down on quality issues. That's something that really gives us a very close contact if there is an issue. So we're not having to call somebody across the ocean in a different time zone to try to get an issue resolved. We pick up the phone, and we call somebody on the East Coast, and we're able to get things taken care of in a very timely manner if they do come up, which thankfully is very rare.
Right, for sure. Yeah, so and that's something that you can enjoy on any of the metal roofing products we offer. That's not something that's even specific to standing seam, is the durability and longevity of those paint coatings. It's something really unique about our metal roofing products. One of the cool things about standing seam, I think you mentioned this earlier, is its versatility. And we have seen standing seam used on a lot of applications that aren't just your traditional roof. A lot of people are using these as wall panels now. I've seen them used as mansard panels. I've seen them used as interior accent panels, which is something that's really unique. And so we've got some of those examples on the website, and feel free to check those out. But this is one of those products where you really want to think, wow, what all applications could I use this for?
My chimney is wrapped in standing seam.
Yeah, it is. It is wrapped in standing seam. This is a really cool product. It's a really you can make it look really modern. You can make it look really architectural. You can also make it look really traditional. So it is versatile.
Yeah. And you've got a number of different options and a number of different paint coatings as well. And again, we won't go into the details on that, but if you want something that's residential, we can do that. If you want something that's a heavier gauge, a commercial grade steel thickness, we can do that. We can do siliconized modified polyester paint systems. We can do textured paint systems. We can do Kynar or PVDF paint systems. So there's a lot of versatility. And, I think that as consumers are out and they're educating themselves about more of these products, we just want to be a good resource that is able to provide insight as to what product meets the best application, or meets your application best, and creates the highest level of value. Because I've seen a lot of standing seam jobs that were ordered in a thicker material than was required, just because no one informed the customer that they weren't gaining any value going over a solid deck.
Right.
26 gauge might be just as good as 24 gauge over a solid deck. And so we want to make sure that we put the information out there, and we're a resource that can be leaned on anytime there are questions.
Yeah. And lastly here, another question that a lot of people ask, especially homeowners, is, can I install this myself? And we're very straightforward about this. Standing seam is a more technically involved installation than what you would think of with like our tough rib panel. There's a few more ancillary parts and pieces that are required to keep all of those fasteners concealed, to make sure everything's watertight. I mean, if you're a savvy person, we're more than happy to provide you with an installation guide that can help you install these products yourself, especially if it's on a simple application. If it is something that's maybe it's on a home that you're not comfortable doing it with, or it's on a roof that's particularly cut up or complex, then we can recommend somebody, that can come out and help you with that install, that you can have the peace of mind that it's been done right.
Yeah. Good stuff, Mason. I think that's what we got here for standing seam.
Yeah, so check out DuraLock. DuraLock is what we call our standing seam system. Go to truemetalsupply.com, click on the products page, and you'll see DuraLock right there. Explore it, look at the color options, look at the gallery, and then down at the bottom you'll see the quote option and the general information option. We'd love to hear from you, and we'd love the opportunity to give you a quote specific to your home for DuraLock. All right, guys, until next time, thanks for listening to Through the Roof. And if you enjoyed this information, do consider subscribing to the podcast. We would greatly appreciate it.